Okay, okay. Happy Monday, big waves to you. Good to see you. All right. Now, don't put this in the comments, but for all of you that might not feel like smiling this morning, go ahead. We're going to get it out. We're going to get it out of you this morning, okay? All right. We're going to start this day off right. We are going into Thanksgiving week, and we all have so much to be grateful and thankful for around us. So we're going to think good thoughts this morning. Speaking of that, we've got a birthday lady here that tunes in either to the recording if she's working at the hospital or she's tuning in live. Her name is Kelly Chun. So if you know Kelly Chun, if you're Facebook friends with her, send her out some birthday vibes this morning. And
And she's
Kelly,
here, Coach. She's
oh my
here.
gosh, Kelly, we hope you have an amazing day. I didn't know if she would be able to jump on. So yes, I already sent her a message this morning. So Kelly, we love you. We appreciate you. So the word for today, and we get to sing at the end, and you get to hear John Frick's beautiful voice. Okay, right. Cooperation is the word today. Are you somebody that feels like you're a person that likes to be cooperated with? But I'm going to flip the scenario. Do you consider yourself a person that is cooperative? Meaning you're kind of an agreeable person. So this is where we're going to go this morning. If you look at cooperation, it's the action of someone who's being helpful by doing what is wanted or asked of. So I come across because there's great, great quotes everywhere about cooperation. And one is cooperation is way more powerful than competition. How many of you does competition drive you internally bonkers? Here's what I challenge you to do. There was a pretty successful coach one time that says if you will be cooperative, it's actually more powerful than being competitive. And his name might have been John Wooden. He did pretty good in basketball. So anyway, here's where I went. In order to be a person, and I'm talking to myself, that I can consider myself a cooperative person, I got to be willing to embody teamwork. And teamwork is like coming together is just the beginning. Keeping together is progress. But working together year after year after year after year is true success. Henry Ford said that, and he said, but it takes cooperation to create teamwork. So for the person that's like, I can never get a team moving, well, check yourself. Like, check yourself in the cooperation category. Okay. And again, I'm not judging you. I'm talking to myself on this word. So it why is it so important? Well, number one, it demonstrates the ability to work effectively and respectfully with different people with different opinions. Okay. If I'm a person that struggles with an opinion of someone else that's different than mine, then the cooperation might be limited in the teamwork category. Does that make sense? If it's my way or the highway all the time, then there might be a problem. Also, cooperation shows you can make compromises. Like you lean in and you go, you know what? I don't exactly believe, but you know what? I can kind of see your opinion. So we're going to somehow compromise in a direction. Um, it also builds decision making skills because you're willing to cooperate. You're willing to involve others because it creates a collaborative work ethic. So many times it could be in coaching, it could be in business, it doesn't matter. But a person is going to grow to their level of cooperation, meaning how many other people is in your inner circle that there's decision making going on where it's not just your own. Okay. And then the last thing on cooperation is I said this a minute ago, but you truly value the opinions and the contributions of the other people. Okay. You truly value that. And one of the things, and I'm going to end with this, one of the things, even in my own profession, that sometimes I have to remember is I'm so used to going in, sharing my story, doing my deal that, this weekend we were sitting in London, Kentucky, and we just stopped. And Cheryl Bell, you were there. We just stopped and said, "Hey, tell us why you're here." And we went around the room and we started listening to other people. And I had to be quiet, but I gained so much from listening to why other people are doing this, why other people are here. So sometimes you just got to stop and go, okay, I'm going to zip it and I'm going to create cooperation and unification. And I want everybody to be able to share and hear and be seen. And it changes the mood, it changes the energy in the room. And so, anyway, just wanted to share that today on cooperation. It's a huge word. It's a huge word for teams in any phase of the game. Okay. Sports, business, does not matter. Cooperation has to be there to continue to excel. So, Andrea, I'll turn it to you.
Well, I love it. And I love the cooperation of Coach's Corner. And we're such a fun little group. So grateful for all y'all. And the quote that I found today was cooperate.
And we're beautiful.
And we're beautiful.
It's the
We're
most, probably one
smart,
of the most beautiful groups I've ever been a part of. I mean, it's incredible.
smart, beautiful, talented, exceptionally kind, and humble, right? We're all very humble. Okay, so the quote that I found, Coach, was cooperation is the thorough conviction that nobody can get there unless everybody gets there. And that's Virginia Burden. And I think, man, isn't that fun? Like, isn't that kind of what, if you're part of our company, like, isn't that part of what we do? Like, our goal is to cooperate with as many people as possible so that we all get to go run the race together. We all get to go cross the finish line together. We all get to go create something together. Like, in my opinion, that's the fun part. That's the part that's exciting to me. Coach talked about competition, and I'm one of those that if you tell me I have to compete, well, I'm probably going to curl up in the corner, right? Like, if we're running a race, so, Colleen and Misty and Cynthia, if we're all racing, if it means a lot to you, like, first of all, let's just pretend I could win, right? Like, we're going to pretend that. But if I look at you and you're like really excited and struggling and you really want this, well, I'm going to slow down. I'm one of those. Like, if we're playing Go Fish and it means more to you, then I'm not putting down my pears. Like, I'm just not. And so competition doesn't do a whole lot, but man, cooperation's fun. When I get to play a little tiny role to help somebody else win, I'm ready to do cartwheels in the kitchen because that's the exciting part. So what I looked into today is, how do we create cooperation within a team? Right? How do we do that? Because once upon a time, as we're growing a team, we're all strangers, right? We're all people that don't know anything about each other. We don't know if we've got the same goals. We might be worried about trust and all of that, right? So how do we build that cooperation? And I think it all starts with connection. And connection is something that takes time, right? So we've got to take time to build that connection with the people that surround us. So, and that connection is what creates that drive to go fight with each other, right? To go create something with the people around us. Next, we've got to give credit where credit's due. Anybody ever been in a group project? Anyone, like, ever? And have you ever been at the day of when you've got to do your presentation or whatever, and like that one person will stand up and they'll take all the credit? You're like, wait a minute, I worked my hiney off on this. And then you don't want to contribute anymore because it's no fun if you're not even acknowledged for the role that you played. So give credit where credit's due. If you're doing the thing, well, make sure you brag on your people for what they're doing. Next, we got to be honest, right? This is kind of an obvious one. Hopefully we're just honest anyway, but nobody wants to work with somebody if they can't trust them. And so if we build that honesty and people know, like Carrie knows, if she calls me, I'm going to give it to her straight. Carrie, I'm going to give it to you in a soft way, but I'm going to give it to you straight, right? I'm going to give you the truth. And so you know that you can build on that and that you can cooperate with me, that we can work together. Next, appreciation. So if you surround yourself with people that feel appreciated and loved by you, they will go run with you. Think about that. Think about the times when somebody says, I'll tell you, I don't know what the right word. If you give me an atta girl, I will run through, I don't know, a barrier for you, right? I can't think of anything hard right now, but I'll do it, right? I love the atta girls. I love them. I'm proud of you. I love that you're doing a great job. And that feeds me. And you know what? I think it feeds a lot of people. So if we can show appreciation that, oh my goodness, I love, Ashley, that you created this beautiful Black Friday thing. And thank you so much for your generous spirit that you're letting us all tag in on it. Kimberly, thank you for the graphics. I'm so grateful. Like we can all plug in and do it. Showing that appreciation makes us all want to work a little bit harder for each other, right? Next, we've got to tap into each other's talents. I'm good at some things. I'm not good at lots of things. So I've got to go find people that are good at the places that I have lesser strengths. And when I tap into the strengths from other people, we all are going to be able to do more. And then lastly, I guess I should have saved this one for not, anyway, we're going to end on this one, but we'll do it in a nice way. Resolve conflict quickly and fairly. We're all people, right? We're all beautifully, incredibly imperfect, and we're going to make mistakes and we're going to do things wrong. And man, am I going to step on your toes sometimes, not on purpose, right? But I'm just going to, not because I want to, but it's just going to happen. And other people are going to step on mine. And so when we have those situations that are a little bit tough, maybe a little bit sticky, we've got to resolve it quickly and fairly. You know, nothing breaks down cooperation than a little fester, right? We've all been it. We've seen it where there was a little issue, maybe it was a little paper cut, and then we ignore it and we ignore it and we ignore it, and it grows and grows and grows until it becomes something that's really hard to overcome. So deal with the issues when they're tiny, so then we don't let the garbage stink up our tea, right? So that's what I had today. I'm excited to sing you happy birthday, Kelly. I see your smiling face. I'm so excited.
Okay. It's great lesson today too, by the way. Okay. I'm going to be more cooperative today going throughout it doesn't mean I'm not going to aggravate people though. Okay. It does not mean I'm not going to joke around. All right, here we go.
Happy
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
To Kelly Chung.
Happy
birthday to you.
You have a
I
great
love
birthday.
you.
Have a wonderful Monday,
Love you,
Kelly,
Kelly.
and
We love
everyone
you so
else.
much.
Birthday. Love you guys. Have a
Thanksgiving
great
week,
day.
everyone. Love you.